Hey kids,
Hey Dad!
what do you want to do today?
We don't know!
Want to go to the movies?
No!
Want to go to the water park?
No!
Want to go play disc golf?
Yeah! Let's go play disc golf!
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of RC Disc Golf. Changed up the studio again.
Yeah.
So, back to using a table. I'm more comfortable this way.
Yeah.
My legs were falling asleep in that stupid chair. I kept sitting on my ankle because I can't fit in it. I don't know. It's a deep chair. It sits low, and I'm a fat guy. So, I didn't like it.
Big guy in a little chair.
Sure. So, yep, back to the table. I like it better. Just got to get
It's a round
different
table.
equipment here to really, I don't know. It's okay. Lot to talk about. It's been a couple of weeks since we were doing this.
Yeah.
Just busy. Nothing really else we can do about that. Although we forgot about Labor Day. We were supposed to, I don't know what happened to you.
Oh, I ended up having to do some repairs around the house.
I figured as much.
Emergency
I
repairs.
figured as much. That's all right. I was enjoying my time off after my bad round at the Tom Beck Memorial Luau last weekend. And the week before that, you had
Squalla at Bond.
Yeah, and you took down the win.
Yeah. It was the first win ever, and I did it without a single birdie.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know what that says about everybody else on that
Yeah.
card or whatever
I don't
else.
know. But it felt pretty good because it was like all I have
Okay.
to do is just play clean, and then I'm fine. I don't have to stress myself about getting like a million birdies.
Yeah, Bond is difficult.
I find it a lot easier.
Easier now that you can like bomb the holes and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can bomb the holes both forehand and backhand now. So.
Yeah, if you can get distance at Bond, it's a lot better.
Oh yeah.
I find that out too because it's a little bit placement,
Yeah.
For some of those holes, you would definitely want to get to a good spot.
Like hole 3 at Bond, I definitely always have to make sure I don't put too much power into the throw, or else I'm pinched off for my second throw.
Yeah, you want to get up to the opening of the gap somewhere. But
Yeah.
if you are overpowering it and push yourself into the woods,
Yeah,
or just too far left or right.
The second round there at the Squalla Bond, I cranked one in there just because I was just annoyed. I don't know what happened to me the hole before. I think I parred, but I was just annoyed. So I just cranked one in there. I had like a 35-foot putt that I, of course, missed, and then tapped it out for the par.
Yeah.
So
The best shot I've ever had on that was with my Star Boss, and I just got it to skip right over the ditch into the gap.
yeah,
That was the furthest throw I've ever had on that hole.
Yeah.
It was great. That
I
was last year.
like being short of that now. Like I can easily punch through the gap, but if I punch up towards the gap, unless say I'm off to left or right, I'm pinched off.
It's hole 3. You don't really need to have that bird right
No.
off the bat, unless you're like, well, even if you're fighting for first place and it's like the last round of the day.
Yeah.
I still don't think you need hole 3's birdie.
No.
There's plenty of other opportunities to bird.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean,
Well, also for the Squalla Bond, we played hole 6 from the Blues down.
Yeah.
I was the only one in MA3 to par both rounds.
that's awesome.
Yeah. I got to the point now where I cranked the first shot, I forehanded down to almost the blue tee pad of hole 2, and then I just forehand and I hit the tree up at the gap, and then I just do a long run at the putt, and then just tap out for the par.
All right.
Yeah.
So you made it a par 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's par 4 from Blues, and when you play whites, it's par 3.
Par 3. That makes sense.
Which is still, the whites is easy. Just slam it. I can forehand up to the gap, long putt, and then tap out for the par.
I don't make it up to the gap, but I make it to where I can get like a nice little, like a hyzer skip shot up in there.
Yeah.
I've done it. I just got to make sure I throw that second shot wider, because there's been a few times I pinched it off too short, and it skips into the trees.
Yeah.
So I just got to make sure I go wide enough with it. But I think I got that one dialed in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't played Bond since the,
Western New York Games?
Yeah.
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 Well, we also got it coming up in October.
Autumn Bond Classic.
Yeah. So you got to factor in, now we're getting back into the windy part of our disc golf season.
Yep.
So now you got to deal with the wind.
Today was windy.
I really didn't feel it until we got out of the woods.
Yeah. The only one that you really kind of felt it on was back on 13, I think it was. We had a tree fall down behind us into the woods there.
We had on hole 2. There's a 2 that you shoot by in between and it go down the gap. Yes. Yeah. So we were all down there going to tap out. All of a sudden we heard a loud like thud, and we literally watched a tree just fall like over, and it was literally like I'd say maybe 50 feet from us, and it fell the opposite way of us.
The same.
So I'm like,
whoa! It was behind us. It was in the woods a little bit. It didn't come out of the woods onto the fairway or nothing, but it was behind us and it fell. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, this was at Royalton Ravine. We were at today for our round 2 of the Niagara Classic.
Yep, Niagara Classic.
Yep, and I classically played terrible.
I was in first the whole tournament.
That was great.
And then me and Alex battled it out those last couple holes. I would say like the back 6 holes I struggled on.
Oh, I did.
And he was able to close the gap up. Mm-hmm. So
I hit every single tree today. If I didn't hit a tree off of my drive, I hit one on my second shot. So I just completely screwed everything up. So every time I went for a par look, either way, I'm pitching up for bogey.
Yeah.
On like every hole. Ones that I played stupid, hole 1 for sure. I hit the very last tree at the top of the ravine, so it came back down the ravine.
Yeah.
I pitch up. I'm next to the original basket. We had a temporary elevated basket that was pushed back a little further.
Didn't like that.
You know where his other option was? Closer to the ravine.
I would love that because then I would have aced it. Because for my tee off and the playoff hole, because we used hole 1 for the playoff hole, I parked the original basket like right next to it. I ace ran it both times.
Okay, but it would have been closer to the ravine from that basket though.
I would have loved it.
I mean, we would have been pitching past. We would have been throwing past it, and then having to putt at the ravine at an elevated basket. So if you miss, it's going down the ravine.
I would have aced it.
I mean, I don't know. That seems scary to me.
With that maiden, it's a straight laser beam.
Okay.
I can laser beam that through anything now. But it's crazy.
I ended up taking a 6 on hole 1 because I.
Good Lord.
Yeah, from bottom of the ravine up. So there's second shot, third shot. I went for it, missed, went long. So I'm like, okay, that was for par. So let's try to save bogey here. Missed again, went back the other way. Then
you gotta learn to just take your medicine, lay up.
I should have.
Yeah.
I should have.
Because you did the same thing at the round 1 of what tournament was it where you were with me and Chris and Alex?
Still at Royalton.
At Royalton.
On 18.
Yeah, 18. Yep. You just kept
going back and forth on that hill.
It's like, dude, you have got to learn. If you miss the long putt, pitch up, take your medicine, and tap out. Mm-hmm. Save yourself.
I should have because I took a 6. The other one I took a 6 on was hole 4, throwing uphill. I hit a tree and went fucking right down into the ravine, right off that hill. It's not considered OB. Wouldn't have saved strokes. It would have saved a stroke if it was, because I would have been up on top, halfway up the hill a little bit.
Yeah.
But I had to go down into that ravine on the right side, pretty much in the creek bed.
Why didn't you just abandon your line, re-tee, take the penalty stroke?
I don't know. We didn't even think of that one.
That's the rule. If you have a bad shot, you can take a penalty stroke and re-tee.
I have to remember some of these rules. Because that would have helped me out if I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to get something up on that hill, and then I could I would have laid up for a bogey probably. Because I can get most way up that hill, and then my second shot I'll be at the basket on a normal day.
That one I drained a 75-foot straddle putt. Safe for par, yeah.
Nice.
Straddled out from behind a tree, awkward spot, and boop.
I don't remember what hole this was on. I can look it up, though. Tim Godfrey drained like 100-foot putt for birdie. Huge throw-in.
I was going to say, that's a throw-in. That's not a putt. That's a throw-in.
16. Yeah, I think it was 16 up on that hill.
Where the heck did he hit a tree?
Yeah,
early?
we all hit trees. Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah, we all hit early trees.
We'll put it this way: it was so close for first place that me and Alex, we both parked 16, and we both missed, and then we tapped out for the par.
Really?
Yeah. So it was funny. And then 17, I took the bird. He took a bogey, and that tied us right up going into 18.
Wow.
And then me and him were both, like, I was nervous about the wind and sending my disc in the water.
Mhm.
So I sent it out wide. I hit the tree by the pavilion that we were
yeah.
all at.
Yeah, everybody was over there. My whole card went over there.
Yeah. So then I pitched up, and then I ran the putt from the bottom of the hill, got in there for the par.
Mhm.
He did the same thing. And then it was just like, all right, well, tied. Now we got to go to a playoff.
Yep. I think I parred 18. Let me look at it again. Nope, bogey 18.
It's a pretty colorful scorecard you got there.
Dude, let's see here. I'll just go through it because I don't really want to relive this.
Do you even have, how many pars you got?
I have
3, 4?
5.
5 pars?
5 pars. So
and
I
the rest
got,
are bogey or
okay,
worse?
hole 1. We'll just go through it this way.
Yeah.
Let's do round 1 then. I'm not going to say like everything else. I'm just going to run through hole 1 through 18 and what I got.
Well, we should also talk about the last week's tournament too. Go through that quick.
We can do that, but we'll talk about today right now because we're in the middle of it.
Because one guy that really impressed me the whole tournament is like 2 guys, Alex and Anthony.
Mhm.
Those 2 played solid last week.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, I've never seen these 2 just go off.
They were battling
the
every
whole round.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll talk about that right after this then. So, okay, so for the Niagara Classic, round 1 was at Outwater Park. Round 2 was at Royalton Ravine. Did it rain?
No.
Okay, no, yeah, we beat the rain.
Yeah.
On round
it was just
1.
cold.
Yeah, so not a big deal. I mean, typical day at Outwater Park. I had high hopes at this one as per usual.
You gotta change your warm up routine or something.
I don't think it's the warm up routine. It's my attitude. Like right now, I'm going in with like a nonchalant, like I don't care. I don't. I think I gotta start caring.
Yeah.
And putting a little more effort into it.
Maybe.
Because I think I'm just like I throw a bad shot, it's like whatever, and then now I have a bad attitude about it.
Yeah.
Like I don't care, so who cares about if I even par this anymore?
Yeah.
So I think that's what's happening at this point. I don't know. I want to start doing some drills. I got my stuff set up in the basement for the winter already. So we'll see how that goes. So hole 1, I went short, laid up for a par, whatever. Not really what I wanted to do on hole 1. Hole 2, I took a 4. So I bogey hole 2, bogey hole 3. Par hole 4. That's another one, 153 feet. That should just be a easy fucking birdie.
What, 4?
Yeah.
I play that so ugly. I always just somehow par it out.
Yeah.
It's ugly.
I laid up. I played that one smart and just laid up for a par on that one. Hole 5, bogey. Hole 6, bogey. Played that one a lot better though. Played that one a lot smarter.
I par that.
Par on 7, par on 8, par on 9, 10, 11, both pars.
No roll away?
No roll away.
Nice.
I landed kind of flat up there. No, I was halfway up the hill. I didn't make it even up there. It stopped in the pathway.
Oh, okay.
So I just laid up for par. Hole 12, I took another bogey. Hole 13, I cashed in a big putt for birdie. You know those last guardian trees around there? On 13, that's where it's the awkward tee pad that doesn't face the basket.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so those last trees, I'm just up to those trees. So it's probably about...
I whiffed my birdie putt on that one.
Is it like a 45, 50 foot from those trees to the basket?
I would say that.
Okay, that's what I got. I cashed that in for...
I whiffed on a 15-foot bird putt on that one. It was great.
Dude,
just went up over the basket and sailed past it.
All of these bogeys that I got were just hitting low cage. They were just all missed opportunities for par. Just hitting low cage.
Dang.
And then tapping it in for a bogey. Unlike all of these. Hole 6, I was up above the basket by the guardrail. So I'm putting down at the basket, but my footing is super awkward. Like one foot's on top and one is down on this slippery hill.
Yeah.
So I can barely put pressure on it. Otherwise, I'm going to slide down into a split. So my putt downhill into the 6 basket was terrible. So I missed it and had to putt in or tap in for a bogey on 6. Otherwise, I would have parred 6.
Yeah.
I played that so well. And it's just, I don't know. just bad putting all day. 15, I took another, or no, sorry, 14 parred, 15 bogey, and I lost a disc, so I had to re-tee because it was a lost disc.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep. 16 bogey. No. I take that back. That was last weekend.
Yeah.
When I did that on 15. This one here was
Yeah, because I was going to say, I remember.
You were with me.
Yeah.
I was double thinking that one. There's so much in my head right now.
Yeah, I was on last card with you last week.
Yeah.
For the second round of Outwater.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when I lost the disc and had to re-tee. This one here was just a bad shot and then a bad shot.
Last weekend, I got to play with everybody because I was all over the place. Last week, I started on lead card, went to last card, to chase card, to lead card. So I got to play with everybody. It was fun.
All right, then 16, I took another bogey. 17, another bogey. And then 18, I parred out because I hit low cage again for my birdie putt. Yeah. So that's how that whole day was. At Outwater, was just low cage.
So 18 at Outwater, I flexed my forehand.
Mm-hmm.
You know the tree.
You send it past again?
No.
Okay.
You know the tree that's about 45 feet off to the right of the pin? I hit that up high. It rolls down the tree perfectly, hits the root, and rolls perfectly right to the basket.
Wow.
We were all saying there like, what the heck did we just watch?
Got some luck that round.
Yeah.
You did pretty good on your first round, I thought. Where you were even.
Yeah, I went even.
Yeah. So you parred hole 1, hole 2, took a bogey on 3.
Which is normal, because I played that for 4.
I tried a backhand roller, so I'm lefty, so I tried a backhand roller. In my head, it works. I have to compensate, though, for that little downhill past the Mando tree.
Why don't you just go hyzer? That's what Anthony does.
I always hit the trees.
How?
I either push it too deep and it hits the trees, or I push it too short and it hits that big bushy tree in the middle. Every time.
Every single time I see Anthony do it, he just like hyzer it and gets it so deep.
He's better than me. I don't. Yeah, with those types of shots, he's way better than me because that's what he throws all the time. Same thing with Anheuser turnover shots. I can't do it. He's dialed in.
Oh yeah, he's got that turnover shot dialed. It's insane.
I can't wait till I learn that. Then you parred 4, 5, 6, and 7. Took a nice birdie on 8 and 9. Good job there. I was trying to ace hole 8. I sent it way past the basket. Then you took a bogey on 10.
10. Yeah, my drive landed by the rocks, so I was like the rocks right above the path.
Mm-hmm.
So I had an awkward footing, so I just kind of pitched up. I didn't have the best footing. I hit the tree like right in front of me, so I had to pitch up again and then tap out. I was like, whatever.
Hey, you were doing great up there. You were one down until 10. So and then par on 11, bogey on 12.
I hit the Mando tree right off the tee. It was great.
I yelled at Scott for not making this for 12 a par 4 like everybody else does.
Yeah.
Then you parred 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. And then a nice little dupe birdie on 18.
Yep.
Cherry on top. Keep it even. That's pretty great. Yeah, I yelled at Scott for not making the hole 12 a par 4.
Yeah, because I would have parred that.
I can make it in 3, but I'm pushing it, you know?
3, it would be an easy 3 for me if I would stop hitting either the Mando tree or that tree to the left. Mm-hmm. That's just what I hit every time. I don't know why, but then
I did a roller on that one too, and it worked out great. It went left, and I'm by the little monument thing that's there.
Yeah. And
then I had a great second shot going up to it, but it skipped too far to the right. Otherwise, it would have been almost parked.
Yeah.
So I had like a 40-foot tester to save par, and I just didn't make it. So yeah, it would have been. It's a doable 3.
Yeah.
But it's you gotta have clean drive and a clean second shot. So all right, you want to go round 2?
Yeah, we can do round 2.
We'll finish with you at Royalton then. You finished at 3 over, and you were tied for first. So you parred 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Took up nice birdie on 6.
So hole 5, really quick. Anthony taught me this line because I normally backhand it and always end up in the brush to the left, down by the pin. And there's no second shot. I watched Anthony do like a turnover down, and he ends off to the right. So I hyzer flipped the forehand today, got myself off to the right down the fairway, and now I had an easy second shot. So I parked it and then tapped it in for the par.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll have to take a look at that. There's another one too. I think it was 6. You can push that left side on 6.
Yeah.
Pretty far.
Yeah.
And land on the pathway, and you're going to be pin high and wide open.
Yeah.
I figured that out by standing in the pathway and looking back at the tee pad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always just backhand a mid down the right side, and it's parked every time.
I don't have a forehand to make it all the way down the right side.
Yeah.
So I try to flex something through the trees and hope it comes back out.
Anthony does a turnover shot down the right side and just parked like just about every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I got to learn how to do those so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you took a birdie on 6, then you parred 7 and 8, and then a bogey on 9.
Yeah, I shanked my second shot. The first shot I pitched out of the gap, which is normal for me. Second shot, I normally just backhand right up to the pin, and I'm like normally parked.
Yeah.
But I grip locked it. I sent it to the trees for the tee pad of blue for the next hole.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it just kept going and going.
I think the wind was affecting it there, too, because my second shot on 9, I throw a forehand, and it never faded towards the basket. It just kept going straight out into the middle of the field.
Yeah. So it just kept going and going and going. I was like, all right. So I was so far out of actual, like, attackable spot, so I had to pitch up. Then I had a 30-foot putt, which I missed, and then tapped out for the bogey. I'm like, whatever.
That's almost identical to what I did.
Yeah.
Hole 10, you took another bogey.
Yep.
11 parred. 12 and 13 both bogeys. 14 par, 15 bogey, 16 par, 17 birdie. How'd you do that? You flex out of that one?
Yeah. I was going to go backhand, but there was just too much headwind.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't want to see my putter drift to the left. So I just yanked a forehand, punched it out of the gap.
I thought we were playing from blues for some odd reason. I don't know why. I was all excited to just hyzer around all the trees.
Yeah.
From the blue tee pad. I didn't realize that it was the blue tee pad when I was standing on it. So I was like, oh, fuck. So we're in the mouth of the gap on 17. And so, yeah. I did throw, I tried to flex out that way to the left side and let it come back in. I didn't turn it over enough. So it flipped too early and it ended up going OB.
Ooh.
So that was fun. And then you parred 18.
Yep.
For a solid 3. And then you went to
playoff
for first place.
Yeah. We both parked it. Alex got he landed about 15 from the pin. I landed about 20 feet from the elevated pin. Mm-hmm. And then I missed my putt and he made it. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Hey, you made it to a playoff.
Yeah. Can't
say that I'm going to do that. I only got a couple more events this year to really try it. But we'll see. So my round 2 at Royalton took a 6 on hole 1. Triple bogey, or double par as I like to call them now. Makes me feel better. double par. Hole 2 took a par. That one again didn't fade towards the basket. It just kept going left into the trees, and I barely heard anything up until halfway down the hill.
Yeah.
And then I heard it hit a tree. So I was kind of pinched off, but I was almost pin high.
Yeah.
So I just had to toss one out there and let it slide down the hill to the pin.
Yeah.
So, man, I got lucky with that one. Hole 3, everybody went out of bounds on the right side, except for Doug. He's the only one that parked it. But
wait. How do you guys go out on when there's no OB?
There was OB on 3.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, Scott said in the meeting that he wasn't going to have OB on hole 3 to the right. He said the hole was hard enough. He goes, if you land over there, you're in trouble.
That's what we all said.
Yeah.
No, we all went over there and we thought it was OB.
No.
Well, it's not going to help my score if I take that back. So.
Hey, you guys got to pay attention.
I don't think he said that to us.
Yeah, he told us flat out that he wasn't going to put OB on hole 3 because that hole's hard enough.
I don't think he said that to us, and I think it said it on the card that it was OB. I don't remember now. But anyways, took a 4 on 3. Took another double par on hole 4. That one was a nightmare. Another bogey on 5. 6, I took a par. 7 bogey, 8 par, 9 bogey, 10 bogey, 11 par, 12 and 13 bogeys, 14 par, 15, 16, 17, and 18 bogeys. Hole 12, I think it was. It's kind of the one that kind of like pushes out and then just fades to the right, isn't it? Yes, I think it is.
I don't know.
I had a great drive. I was the only one that didn't end up in the woods.
Is that the one that's short? That's after that really short one?
It's after the really short one.
Yeah.
12 is a 285 foot.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's where the
right hyzer.
Where the tee pad is like this, and then the fairway goes like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a great drive, almost all the way down there to the pin. Everybody else ended up like in the woods, either left or right.
Yeah.
So I was in a prime position to gain a stroke here. There's a little tree, and there's a big tree up by the pin. There's another tree next to it. So this is another thing I got to work on. I can't do my hyzer around those trees because I'm not going to make it to the pin. So I'm forced with either doing like an anhyzer type of toss up or a little flicky forehand.
Yeah.
I opted to do the little flicky forehand. Hit the little tree right directly in front of me. So now I have to try to like pitch up again.
Yeah.
Because I can't make a putt from where I'm at. I only exceeded 5 feet in front of me.
Yeah.
So I'm pitching up again for par and then tapping in for bogey.
Yeah.
After like the best drive that I had all day, then I hit this stupid tree in front of me that just knocked it all out. So that was my whole day. It was just hitting all these trees everywhere.
Yeah.
But I don't. What are you gonna do? I think that's the only it with Royalton. You're either hitting trees all day or you're not.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Nothing else I can do.
Yeah, the Tom Beck Memorial. That tournament was interesting.
Weekend,
That one was round 1 with the rain. I shot my worst round ever there. I went to 8 over. I think I was like second to last after round 1. Round 2, like from then on, I knew I had to play lights out, so I went even on the next on round 2.
Mm-hmm.
So then that got me up to chase card. Then round 3, I battled my way up to lead card for round 4, and then round 4, I was so gassed I had nothing left.
So round 1, I shot 7 over and you shot 8 over.
What did Anthony and Alex shoot? Anthony, I think, had the lead.
Anthony had the lead in round 1. He shot 2 under, and Alex shot 1 under.
Yeah.
So solid first day in the rain.
Yeah.
It was downpouring on us for most of the day.
Well, Anthony's also been tearing it up too. Like lately, he's been really just like this whole season. He's actually been surprising me a lot. Like especially like Thursday Night League, he tore it up multiple times there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a decent round. Let's see here. I came out with 1, 2. Except for hole 6, I took an 8.
Yeah.
For going OB. Hole 6 is always a par 4, so yeah, that's another double par for me for hole 6. Other than that, I got 1, 2, 3. I took another double bogey on 9, 4, 5, 6. 6 holes that I took bogeys on or worse. And I got 3 birdies though for a whopping total of 7 over par.
Yeah.
So
and
decent day for the weather, I think.
Yeah. And then round 2 was with good weather.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander shot neg 1 for that round, right? Yep.
No, I got for that round neg 1. Yep.
Yep. And then Anthony had a little bit of a rough patch. He was 3 over. Still not bad. I mean, if you look at his scorecard, just hole 6 messed him up. But I mean, look at all those birds that he got.
Yeah, he's got 3, 4, 5, 6 birdies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's funny. It's all the holes that I can birdie.
Yeah. And then,
that's what I hate. Except for 16. I have a hard time birdieing 16. Yeah.
And then round 3, we jumped to...
well, we didn't talk about us.
Oh, round 2? I went even, so I didn't do anything impressive.
Yeah, you went even, and I went 11 over.
I had the most boringest round possible.
I went double OB on hole 6, second round. First shot, then second shot, both OB. So I came out with a 9 on hole 6. That one really screwed the whole day up. I also took a 6 on 3.
Yikes.
Yeah.
And you took a double bogey on 15?
Yeah.
Oof.
That's because I lost the disc on 15.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
right.
I had to re-tee.
Yeah, we were looking for that.
If those weren't there, even if those were just single bogeys, it would have been.
Oh, yeah, I was with you that round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on with me. Maybe fatigued.
Yeah.
Trenching through the rain first round. But, all right, then we go into round 3. Round 3, yep.
This would be our first round at Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Both Alex and Anthony both shot 5 over.
Yep.
So that's...
I also shot 5 over.
Oh,
I'd
did
like
you?
To point that out. Yep, I also shot 5 over.
What did I do? Oh, I went 7 over, which is normal.
Mm-hmm. 5 over is about my normal there.
Yeah. Yeah, I always get caught on the stretch of 9 through like 14. I always get bogeys. That's my bogey stretch.
I actually did pretty good on that. I parred 9. I took a bogey on 10 though. 11, 12 both pars. Bogey on 13. Parred 14. Birdie 15. 16, 17, 18 all pars.
Yeah.
So that back 9 I did solid. I mean, I took a double bogey on hole 2, bogey on hole 4, and a bogey on hole 5.
Yeah. And then the fourth round for MA3, I was on lead card for this battle. This was insane. Alex and Anthony were just going shot for shot. They were going back and forth, back and forth.
I wish I would have seen it.
Oh, it was crazy. It was getting really intense. So it was pretty cool. They went to a playoff. And
I followed around for the playoff. I went and watched that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I mean, it came down to a putt.
Yeah, they shot hole. It's this little loop that's by the pavilion that we were at. Or the bench we were at. So it's hole 15, 16, 17, and 18 in a loop to see who wins the playoff. They literally made it all the way to 18.
Yeah. And they just came down to a putt.
Yep.
It was crazy. And then Alex
Brandel took a 7 over, and Anthony George shot a 4 over for the round 4.
Yeah.
Tying them at 10 over for the event.
And then I also kept my eye for the Tom Beck Memorial. I kept my eye on MA2, see what Chris was doing, because this was his first big MA2 tournament.
Okay.
He took it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. He walked out of there with a 2-stroke victory.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I watched his card the whole time because I played like trash, so I was like, I'm out of it. So
I definitely shit the bed this last round. I shot 13 over.
Yeah.
So how I shoot 5 over my first round and then 13 over my next round.
Yeah.
What is up with that?
So for the tournament, round 1 I was second to last. Then second round I jumped up to 5th. And then third round, I jumped up to 4th, and then I finished out tied for 4th.
Tied for 4th, yep.
So, all in all, not too bad.
No. I mean, there is only 7 of us in this event for MA3.
Yeah.
But it's going by the gaps in the scores.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You got 10 over, then 18 over, then 25 over, 3-way tie for 4th.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting at the bottom for 36 over for the event.
Yeah. Yeah, all I can say is, if you go into, a big tournament like that, and you do what I do, where you completely, put yourself in a hole, first round, you waste so much energy trying to come all the way back.
Yeah.
It was tiring.
I mean, round 4, I'm throwing rollers that I don't normally do. I was just doing whatever. I'm in last. There's no coming back. I can't even jump one place.
Yeah.
I would have to shoot 7 under.
Yeah.
To jump up a spot, and it's that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. So we gotta start digging into what's going on with you, because it seems like you're going backwards.
Well, yeah. If you want to look at the ratings that I just did, I shot my rating for this weekend 740 something, I think it was.
Yeah.
So rating for round 1 was 822, and rating for round 2 was 783.
What was your event rating total?
Hang on, I gotta go back to the actual scorecard. So for the total, 803.
Okay, so that's
My rating is sitting at 843.
yeah. That's definitely going to drop.
Yeah, I already dropped
That's
6
rating.
points in August.
Yeah, you're going to drop a big, probably 10.
Yeah.
And then because you got Tom Beck Memorial rating going into that as well.
And that one's going to drop it too.
Yeah, and
That
then plus
was-
ECP, right? Because our ECP round's going into it too, right? I think.
Possibly, yeah. I didn't do what I wanted to, but I don't think I played terrible at ECP. You talking about for the last point series event?
Yeah, I think that's going into it. I can't remember. Yeah, that's going into it because it's August
we're at the
17th.
Here's the Tom Beck Memorial one. Look at me. Let's see what I did for Tom Beck Memorial. 811 for the event for Tom Beck Memorial.
You shot 1 over, so that's not too bad, I don't think. I don't know.
Oh, I finished 1 over on that one?
Yeah. Yeah, for ECPs, finally you finished in 12th spot.
Okay.
So that would put you at... Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom.
I don't know how to do the ratings, so I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, back in August
That's
13th, I dropped 6.
Yeah, that's 871, so that might save you a little bit.
All right.
But-
All right. Well, the only ones we got left are the Autobahn Classic, and I'm doing the Griffin Open on the 28th.
I think so. Because that's when I'm at the Point Series
Yeah.
finale.
Yeah, the 28th this month.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the 28th I'm doing the Griffin Open, then the following weekend on the 5th is the Autobahn Classic. Those are the only 2 I'm signed up for. I don't know if I'm going to do anything else the rest of the year.
You're not going to do Winners Coming?
I don't know if I can yet. I have a wedding coming up
Yeah.
at the end of next month. Let's see when
Yeah,
the date is.
what I got left is the Point Series
The 20
finale.
The 26th. I
And
have
then-
a wedding.
Yeah. So what I got left is Point Series finale. I have the Bond Classic
Mhm.
in October, and then going out to Rochester for a golf course one.
The Blackbone. Is it Blackbone?
Blackbone, something like that.
Yeah, Blackbone veteran disc golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then possibly there might be something else I might be picking up in October too.
I mean,
Go do.
other ones, fun ones that aren't really. I don't know if it's sanctioned or that are coming up, or like Clash of the Creek. Did we do Five Below yet this year?
That's a league.
Yeah, that's a fun league though. I like doing that.
I
one.
hate that league.
I won one.
Yeah.
I won 1 week during that last year.
I might like it now that I have a backhand. I could just chuck a putter, like
Yeah, that's all.
extremely
that's all
far.
you use. You take 5 discs, all 5 speed or lower.
Yeah,
So yeah, I just grab my mid ranges and putters. I was actually surprised on how far I can actually throw them at Ellicott Creek.
yeah,
So I did pretty good. I think I shot 5 over, 4 over. I don't know, something like that.
yeah,
I was like, that's pretty good using only my mid ranges and putters.
yeah.
So yeah, I had fun.
I would probably just use my putter the whole time.
You could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just walk up there with 1 disc, no bag. Be like, I got this, guys. Don't worry about it.
Bunch of putters in a garbage bag.
There's guys that do that, like a Walgreens grocery bag or something like that. I've seen them do that.
Yep.
The only other thing that we got going on,
Is that doubles coming up?
doubles event for us in 2 weeks.
Yeah, between me and you versus Chris and John.
Okay, I don't
and-
think I know who John is.
John Jenks.
It's Chris Higgins and John who?
John. He's always plays with me and Chris.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
I would have to see him. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names. I'd have to see your face a few times for me to actually remember you.
Yeah.
I probably have, but I don't think I've ever heard his name said, like in
Yeah.
conversation. So that's all right. I got Keith from Forbin Dieworks and Collectibles doing us a couple of discs for prizes for this.
That'll be cool.
I also told him just put them in a box. Don't show them to me. Don't tell me what they are. So me and you are going to be completely in the dark with it as well. So it's going to be a full-on prize.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun. I'm going to try to, hopefully we can remember to film some of it.
Based on the scores from today, they're gonna clap us. Chris and John,
It is at
they went negatives.
It is at the Royalton Ravine.
Yeah.
It's going to be a battle.
It's gonna be fun.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
I need something fun. I don't know which bag to bring. I made a second bag here. I made an open bag again. So I got my Lone Star disc bag, and I got my smaller bag here with whatever else I got in there.
Going back to Daredevil?
Well, I got some Daredevils in there. I got some Innovas in there. A couple West Sides. A couple Latitudes. So I don't know. We'll I might take that out this weekend, just for funsies.
Yeah.
And I think I might stay. I don't know what to do yet. I might stay with Lone Star for next year too, because I like having a team behind me, kind of. Not really like saying like they're behind me.
It's more so of a club.
Kind of. It's amateur MA3. I'm not really supported, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take not so serious with Lone Star. So I'm gonna take the best ones that I like of the Lone Star disc, and then the best ones of my open bag, and then combined one bag after that. And then,
Yeah.
Because I'm not really a fan of these putters that I got right now from Lone Star. It's the blue bonnets. I think that they're too deep. I like more of a shallow type of rim. I can feel it catching my finger on a lot of them. It's just, and then it's hooking off to the left. It's like, that shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
So it's either my release is just bad, or I'm not used to the deep rim on the putter.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll figure it out, because I don't miss at home. I hate that. I'm in the yard putting 30 feet.
I still miss.
I don't know why I can do it here, but I can't do it anywhere else.
I can't do it anywhere, so it doesn't make a difference.
Well, I put it in the basement, so now I'm going to work with the low ceiling. So I won't have that hyzer putt no more. I'm going to have to learn to just dart them in nice and straight.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll help. Maybe it won't. I got the pitching net down there too. Do some form work. Just run drills. Just try to get into shape.
Yeah.
Get things into a repetition type of mode. And that's my plan for this winter. I don't know. Hopefully this funk ends with this year.
Yeah.
And I don't come in next year doing the same shit.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I started out great. I was looking at it earlier. Like, what was that bond that we did earlier this year?
No, I can't remember.
I'll go to it.
Bond Lake Open?
Bond Lake Open. I was in 5th place.
Out of how many? I don't even remember.
Out of 16. So I was in 5th place. So round 1, I shot...
I beat you by a stroke. Yeah. It must have been really windy that day.
Round 1, I shot 15 over. And then round 2, I shot 5 over.
Yeah, it must have been extremely windy, because I'm looking at Chris Higgins. He doesn't score 14 over 2 rounds there.
Yeah.
So it must have been windy that day.
It's
bad weather too, probably.
No, I think it was a nice day, but I think it was windy.
Yeah, because these scores are way off from what people are doing.
This is what I'm talking about, though. I started out this year with high hopes, and I was doing good.
Well, your first round was complete doo-doo. I remember that.
I know,
15
but
over.
I didn't let it bother me. I had a lot of OBs, I think. I didn't let it get to me. I didn't let me suffer. I came back, and I took 10 strokes off of my score for the second round.
Yeah.
That's huge. I think that's huge. Hitting 15 over, then 5 over the next round. I think that's at Bond. I think that's a huge improvement.
That's super weird.
That's not the first time I've done that either.
Yeah, that's super weird.
I remember doing that last year. I think either at Autumn Bond or Squalla, because I remember placing 8th last year in Squalla, and I had like a shit round and then a hot round afterwards. So I don't know. Now it's vice versa.
Yeah.
Now I'll have a good first round and then completely shit the bed second round. I don't know why I can't just do what I did first round. Why can't I have the same score? Could be endurance. I don't feel like I'm any fatter than I was last year, though.
You're probably gassing yourself out faster, trying to throw as far as everybody else.
Maybe overdoing it. I don't know. I am throwing further than I was last year. I know that. So maybe I'm putting a little more effort behind them.
Yeah.
Could be something like that. That's also in the plan for this winter too, is to lose some weight, get in shape. Yeah. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully that'll do it. I don't know. Change my mind. I don't know what you got. Anything?
What, plan for the winter?
Yeah.
Just work out like usual. And
Yeah.
do my running, weightlifting, and throwing. Putting. That's about...
Yeah.
That's
Any-
my week-to-week routine.
Is there any type of goals you want to fix or work on? Any type of new skills?
Actually being able to putt. That'd be...
Putting always helps. Everyone, if you're not practicing your putting on a daily basis, you must be really confident. I don't practice my putting every day, and it shows.
Yeah, I putt 3 times a week, and I go out there and miss 20-footers all the time.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's great.
There is something weird about putting at home, though, and putting on the course.
Oh, I get the same
I
result
get it.
in my backyard, too.
That's weird. I don't, though.
I just completely just miss. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
My wife even said it to me. She's like, how come you can't do that on a normal day? It's like, I don't know. Why you got to get off my back, woman? I get this from everybody else. I don't know why I can't do it on a normal day.
Between the ears.
It might be. It might be. But now I have a routine of putting. Before I didn't. I kind of just stood there and hucked one up. So now I actually have a routine and a better stance. So I feel more comfortable with it. That's for sure. So hopefully we can get that more dialed in, I guess. And then, the only thing I want to work on is better turnovers, some Anheuser throws, and short forehands. Those soft bids.
That's my bread and butter.
I know, I can't do it. They
So easy.
Either come out super floppy, and then they never, turn over.
Yeah.
Or they turn over too much.
Yeah.
I can't get one there. So
I can flex them. I can skip them.
Yeah.
I can
I wish I could do
everything with them.
I wish I could do that, and the same thing with a putter. I can't forehand a putter at all.
Yeah.
So.
I could flex them. So today at Rollerton, hole 3, I hit first available, the one that's directly in the middle of the tee pad. I hit that one, and I was able to just stand there, and I just flexed the approach shot with the anvil, just danced its way down and landed 15 feet from the pin, and I just tapped it out.
There you go.
I'm like, yeah, that was easy. Yeah.
I probably should have thrown a Anheuser shot off the tee pad instead of trying to flex a forehand down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I threw the Firebird, and I didn't turn it enough. Or no, I overturned it.
Why didn't you just go with a hyzer on the forehand with something beefy? Stand out wide and just dig in. Because it would came back.
I think that's usually what I did with a mid-range.
Yeah.
Yeah, my walker is usually my play there. I don't know. Like I say, I don't know why I do this. I change up my game plan from things that work all the time. Back before, dude, I used to change my grip mid-throw. This is wrong. Why am I doing this? I catch it all the time.
You have to learn to be a boring golfer.
I gotta try something. I just gotta remember what to do. I don't know if I should take notes while I play my practice rounds.
Yeah, whip out a notebook on the next tee pad. What did I throw on that? There we go.
Alicia was doing that with her phone. I thought she was texting all day.
No,
she was taking notes.
Yeah, of what she's feeling on shots and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something I should do. Is a frog in my throat. I was yelling on my way home in the car.
About what?
I was just singing.
Oh.
Yeah. I was playing some metal, so I was yelling.
Oh. Is that how you deal with your emotions after a bad run?
Kind of.
Oh.
Yeah. I went out to lunch with Tim Godfrey. Had a couple of beers at the bar and a chicken sandwich. So, yeah. So I'm listening to metal on the way home and screaming in the car. It's a great day. Come home, there was no kids at home, so I sat down, played video games, fed the baby.
Nice.
Yeah. Decent afternoon.
Yeah.
It's all right. Anyways, that's going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of RC Disc Golf. Again, keep sharing, and subscribing. We're working our way up to 100 subscribers, so you can win this awesome RC Disc Golf stamped and dyed disc from 4-Bin Die Works and Collectibles. We actually just got another subscriber, so we're creeping up into the 80s right now.
Cool.
So we're almost there, guys. All we need you guys to do is like and share. Tell your friends to do the same. And that's it.
Yeah, as always, keep in the fairway.
Yeah, peace out.